you have any dogs or cats?
I've got 2 dogs. One named Siegfried, one named Roy. And, you know, I like to dress up like a tiger. And then I chain myself to their necks. They drag me around the apartment.
Really?
Yeah, well, my boyfriend videotapes me.
That's good.
And they rip my clothes off and drag me around. You know,
Mhm.
and we beat off to it later. Next question.
What do you make? What do you make of this? What do you make of this Trump clown in office?
Oh, Trump clown. He's got all that makeup on his face. I'll tell you, I'd like to go into a booth and get sprayed all over my body, too.
In what
Because
sense?
he likes spray tanning. I would love to get sprayed by a man's penis.
Mm-hmm.
I tell you, if I was ever that orange, it's because I was covered in piss.
Ah.
And the guy hasn't drank a lot of water, I guess.
Yeah, it's a guy, you know, maybe he hasn't had enough vitamins lately. And he's pissed all over my face. Next question.
What would you do with the healthcare system?
Yeah.
Healthcare
question.
system. Here's what you do. You get everyone HIV positive.
Ah.
That's already covered by the government. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Here in New York, if you have full-blown AIDS, you get a free apartment.
Is that true?
It's actually, yes.
Wait.
Sort of. Yeah, no, there's guys who are HIV positive, and there's like city support for people who have HIV, and they'll deliberately not take their medicine to get full-blown AIDS, because once you're in AIDS territory, it's like you can get a fucking 6,000 square foot apartment on the Upper West Side for like $50 a month.
6,000 square feet.
Yeah. Next question.
I don't know about that.
Are you one of those guys?
Me?
Yeah.
How do you think I got this place? How do you think I got this place?
Next question.
How do you think they let me live here?
Would you give me head?
Sure. Next question.
Nice.
After the show. Whip it out, big boy. Next question.
Judah Gaylander, everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, doing impressions is pretty fun. That video Joe list on fucking like Cleveland radio.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, they do a character that's gay, me.
I'm not even sure I can say the name of the show.
Salute to Joe. I love that boy, man. I love that boy.
Do you have like a Advil or something like that?
Uh-oh, what's wrong,
It's
baby
been
boy?
the last like 30 minutes.
Oh, does baby
period.
have a headache?
Yeah.
Does baby girl have a pussy ache? In her
Ooh, got 'em. Pussy
Wow,
egg.
vagina hurts. Wow.
Please call a ambulance.
Wow, my vagina hurts. Wow, I'm a
Wow.
baby.
With
I'm
a
a
pussy.
baby with a baby's pussy.
I don't have a baby.
I
I'm an
need
adult's
Advil for my
pussy.
baby pussy that hurts.
Damn, Adam, you gonna take that?
I said I don't have a baby's pussy. I have an adult's pussy.
I'm a baby with an adult's pussy. Wow.
God damn it, this baby's got a... I'm a baby and I have a pussy.
Seems the baby has
Ma'am, it's a girl and she
Ma'am.
has an adult's pussy.
Ma'am, I'm afraid to inform you your baby has an adult's pussy.
Would then that pussy keep getting bigger so that it would be humongous when she was an
That's
adult?
100% clear.
Now the
It's
world's
called Adam Friedland disease. It's
Whoa.
called Adam Friedland disease. Next question.
Judah.
Judah's back?
That's mean. I thought we were friends.
He's just fucking shitting on. Doesn't even know Adam.
No.
He's just going to doing spots.
We
What's
have
the gayest
almost,
thing you've ever seen? Oh, this guy named Adam Friedland. Next question.
we have almost the same last name, bro.
Yeah.
That's so true.
I'm Gayland and you're Gaylander.
Adam Galen. That's...
What about a show Highlander but called Gaylander?
No.
Duncan MacLeod.
No.
He's sucking guys off throughout history in different times. He never
Chuck
dies.
and Monk
Maybe.
Cloud. How about that?
Chuck and Huge Cloud.
Chuck and McCloud.
Could he cut your head off
Only
with his
one
dick?
guy's allowed to vape.
Yeah, he kills guys by making his dick go too deep down there, so crushing their windpipe.
Doesn't Highlander, he always cuts their head off?
He
Yeah,
does.
and then the lightning comes down.
Yeah.
He
It's
gets
called the
powerful.
quickening. It's not the lightning. So
You're right. What do you think of that?
He's right. He's
Adam?
right. Nick's right.
It's the quickening.
I stand corrected.
That's the only way to kill a Highlander, huh?
Yeah, they live forever.
Couldn't you shoot him a bunch of times?
No, you gotta cut the head off.
Why don't you try having gay sex with him? Next question.
Judah, please leave, man. That part of the show.
Judah.
All right, that's my time. You ever see this picture of him without his like backbone?
Whoa.
His hat and his glasses.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
way back in the day, though, right?
No, I think that's from 2 weeks ago. Yeah.
He looks way better.
Yeah.
He looks cute.
It's interesting that he chooses to do that to himself.
Maybe he likes it, man.
Maybe in his private life he doesn't wear that. All
I
that.
guess it is like a style.
Yeah, he's got a look.
Yeah.
It's worked for him.
That's a good look to just become a uniform guy. Get
Yeah.
famous and then just have your look.
I love, yeah. I don't have to think about what you wear.
What?
That's what Steve Jobs did right.
That and the way he treated his first daughter.
Yeah, and the way he handled his camera.
We really made that guy look really gay.
Those are the 3 things he did right.
Yeah.
Eating fucking pomegranate seeds to cure his fucking pancreatic cancer and shit.
Yeah. And he got that from what? He was like drinking his own cum for years?
Yeah.
Something like that.
He was on an all cum diet?
Yeah. He
Yep.
would go to Indonesia and just drink his own cum, I think. That's how he got the idea for
It's a revolutionary cell phone. It's a music playing device. And it's a digital camera. And it's all in one. It's having gay sex. Didn't he do that bit as like Steve Jobs announcing the concept of gay sex? And then fucking all the Apple fans just losing their mind. For $800 a month, you can fuck me in my ass.
I will bend over and spread my cheeks.
It's just his, he's like, the pristine, completely ceramic, bleached white asshole, Steve Jobs. Now, for sale.
Oh, so he's selling his own ass.
He's selling
Yeah.
his own ass.
Think about what an Apple store looks like, and then just imagine doing that.
The asshole version of it.
Really minimal.
That would be awesome. Sleek lines.
Someone's crying because they lost all their child pornography.
What's wrong, Adam?
You got something in your bathroom?
Hey, Adam, is your baby pussy hurt?
Yeah, I don't know, but I think I need to eat something because I'm getting fucking busy too.
All right. Well, folks, that's the episode.
That's the end of it. I thought we were going to have some big riff at the end, but nobody really wants to do that. I'm certainly out of ideas. I've certainly said all the things that I could think to say.
Come see us in D.C. on March 30th. Stand-up, 2 different shows, a stand-up show and a motherfucking podcast.
March Barge.
Stand-up at 8, live pod at 10. Come get sucked off with CUMTOWN.
Sharch. March.
Yeah, and if you are in Chicago, Milwaukee, Eau Claire, Wisconsin, I have the dates on my Twitter account. The 22nd, Chicago, 23rd,
The weekend
Milwaukee,
before that, go see Adam and Mike.
Eau Claire, Wisconsin on Sunday. The
Yeah, fuck
24th.
Adam and his gigs. Fuck them.
Fuck me?
Fuck these
No,
shows.
I'm trying to plug Racine.
Fuck these shows.
I'm trying to plug Racine.
Fuck them.
Someone just DM me that they can get us tickets to the auto show.
The what?
Oh, at the Javits Center?
But is it a press day ticket?
I'll ask him.
Ask
Oh, is
him
that
right
when they
now.
have all the like unveiling?
Because anyone can just go to the auto show. It's not fucking. It costs like $5.
Yeah.
You just go in.
But like
The press days are the
when
ones
they
you
do
wanna go.
concept cars and stuff.
They do concept cars the whole time. The press days they do cool shit.
I'm just eating honey. Hold on.
Do they have girls with big tits standing next to them?
No, not really. No, it's not the AVN Awards.
Well,
I took that video of that guy's penis. at the Toyota booth.
What guy's peanut?
I kept zooming in on his penis. Where he's getting excited about Toyotas. I sent it to you guys.
I don't remember.
That was last year, man. I don't know.
Yeah. No, I'm sorry. It was probably like 2 years ago.
Probably.
I don't remember going.
You got a bunch of free swag. You got like a Subaru backpack
I
and
got a
stuff.
Subaru bag. Yeah, I got all sorts.
You got so many bags.
All around the house.
I love the auto show. It really is nice.
I've never been to one, by the way.
Yeah.
When's the first auto show you went to?
When I was real little.
That's why you love it, dude.
Yeah.
It's one of the only things you love.
Yeah.
The Auto Show, The Simpsons, making fun of trans teenagers.
Yeah, I would do that for also in kindergarten.
Just see, you saw a man in a dress when you were young.
Judah, what do you think about trans people? It's fucking disgusting. That's
Oh,
disgusting.
whoa, Judah's a turd.
Judah, you're a turd?
That's fucking gross to me. Like disgusting. It'd be so funny. I feel like this is like, cause I'm friends with them, I guess. I don't know.
I'm friends. We're friends.
Casually, I just like if it's not a good impression, then this isn't justified
Yeah,
in any way. In my head, it sounds like
It sounds just like him.
yeah. I don't know if I'm really there.
It sounds enough when you add in the.
Next question.
Literally when you say next question, it definitely. I'm in.
They're fucking disgusting. They're gross. Well,
I think
That ought to do her, folks.
yeah, I'm off to B&H Photo to get a better recorder to.
For the show you've already heard.
I can't
sure
wait
you already
to
heard.
meet Bam Margera tomorrow.
Oh, sorry, dude.
There aren't enough mics.
You're not allowed to be on the show.
No, there's
Come
plenty of
on,
mics.
bro.
But
There's plenty of mics. In fact, I'm going to. If you were to be off the show, the one we already have would be full. So I'm
But-
getting one to accommodate more people, but you're still not allowed to come down.
Alright, well, I'll just follow your guys' dots on Find My Friends.
Because you bragged about being friends with Bam Margera.
I did not say I was friends with him.
You said we're.
TKY Matt is the godfather of my firstborn child. We're so close.
You were a poser, and you were posing.
you are a poser.
You are a poser, dude.
You are a poser.
You don't skateboard like me and
Dude,
Stav.
we
there's-
ollie, dude.
Me and Stav's.
I love
We're
tearing
doing.
up the tube.
In fact, I'm gonna close my eyes right now and invent tricks.
Me
Yeah.
too.
I hope they're not stolen from me. I hope my cool skateboard tricks aren't stolen from me.
Dude, I'm gonna do some shit no one's even ever.
Before Tony Hawk landed the 900, I used to sit and think about not the 900.
So he stole it from you?
He stole it.
It was your idea.
I came up with the idea. I said that would be cool if somebody did that trick, and then he took it from me.
That's so fucked up.
I know, that's one of the things me and Bam are going to talk about.
I'm gonna ask him how much head he's gotten in a 24-hour time period.
I don't have to be on.
I'm probably retarded.
Adam, can you chill out, man?
If I'll just
Stop raising your voice.
If you just let me be there.
There's not enough room
Reality.
in the car, dude.
I'm going to ask him if we can let
I can
Tom
take the
Myers
train.
open on the rest of his tour. Dude, the Tom Myers band
Probably retarded.
tour.
I would follow it like fish, dude.
If we could do
Dude,
that,
hell yeah.
if we
Fucking
could
devil
make
stick
that
in the
tour
parking lot.
happen.
then we retire.
Yeah.
There's nothing else.
Dude, if I could be the Tom
We
Myers,
made it. We
the
willed it.
impresario of the Tom Myers and Bam Margera comedy tour.
That would be like if
Yeah.
you told us we're
And then I'm
high
like,
as
you know
shit
what?
10
We're
years
done.
ago.
Go ahead, have comedy, ladies.
Yep. Yeah.
You'll never produce anything this good.
That would
So-
be like a fucking salvia hallucination of mine when I was 19.
It would really complete. It would really complete the podcast. That we wouldn't need to do anything after that. That would sort of put a nice little bow on it.
Yep.
So you did the podcast for 3 years.
We made this
We
incredible.
forced all those girls to start their own podcast.
Yeah, that makes a lot of
And then we did the Bam Margera Tom Myers comedy tour.
You're welcome.
And then we're able to leave in peace. I go off to whatever I'm gonna do. Stop, dies. Adam lives off his wife's
I live a
podcast
long-
money until she gets tired of that, and then that ends.
Oh, I think she probably is already.
Yeah.
I live a long, fruitful life, raising children and grandchildren on the meadow.
It's so funny that you think that's how your life's gonna go. It's you're not gonna get control of your weight. It's gonna end tragically.
You're such a hater.
I'm not a hater. I care about you.
No, you don't. You just want us to say bad, mean things to people to make them feel bad.
It's not mean.
It's not mean, dude. If I was
It's maybe a
sitting
little-
here, look, if I was sitting here smoking 5.5 packs of cigarettes a day, my eyes are yellow. I'm having tumors removed from my mouth, and I was
That
like,
was a random tumor that had nothing to do with
and,
my weight.
and I was like, I'll stop smoking when I'm 45.
That's not even what
This
I'm saying,
at
man.
worst, this has taken 5 years off my life. I'll live all the way to 65,
Whatever, bro.
I can just continue to smoke
You're a hateful
chain
little
smoke
bitch.
cigarettes.
It's gonna be I am gonna I'm gonna be bouncing my fucking children on my lap, my grandchildren on a meadow.
You'd be
feeding them
lucky if
fresh
you still
grass.
have a fucking knee. By whenever the time you think this is gonna happen.
You really think you're not a hater? You
I
in
don't-
your
yeah, I
heart
don't-
believe you're saying something true and good to your friend right now?
I think it's like
Yeah, I
I think it's like no. I mean, if you honestly, I do think like yes. I mean,
All right.
like,
All right, I'm back.
harsh,
I'm
but
back.
I do think
All right, it's time to begin the fucking show.
Like, what changes if
Sorry,
you-
that was just a waiting. Welcome to the show. Waiting screen. Just
Why not?
getting my last messages in, making the funny ha-has on the internet.
Not talk about what, like a diet or whatever. I mean,
It isn't funny. And
Open
also,
it with Yunjin
most of the
and
Yeah, we got a
Heal.
couple good things in there. That, we're done. with
Your
this
podcast is.
episode.
Let's see.
I'm not trying to fucking have
This
this
episode is
Yes.
yeah. Okay. I'm fine with that too. I've had a fucking terrible.
I mean,
minute
but like, do you
for
not like,
40 minutes.
do you, like in no way is it
We
like.
don't have to talk about
Shut
it.
up. Is it in no way there's like that? There's no way to express any kind of like concern.
Saying I'm going to die is not the way you don't know how to talk to people. That is your
No,
central
but I mean,
problem.
no. Hold on.
And this
Oh,
is
but
not
I've known
the way
you.
to
I've
talk
known
to
you for
somebody.
years, and like this didn't start with like, oh, you're like going to die. It's like I've like watched you lose teeth. You know,
It has
be
nothing to do with
bedridden.
having a fucking. That has nothing to do with fucking being fat, dude. Losing teeth. Are you kidding me? It's a completely different dental thing. You also literally don't know how to fucking talk to anybody. It is not helpful the way you speak to me in any. You're not helpful. You're not fucking supportive in
Well,
any
what's
way.
helpful?
You're
What's
just
this-
a
what's
dick.
this-
Sometimes you're a mean piece of shit. And
What's
telling me I'm gonna fucking die over and over again is exactly that.
then what's like what is supportive?
Just fucking what we're doing now, having a schedule so I can fucking plan my life and go to the gym and fucking eat well. That's supportive. The podcast
No,
was
but like,
stressful before.
what is the correct way to like express concern? If it's a problem, then where it's like my tone is wrong. I mean, I like sure I can easily change how to address it.
Yes, your tone is wrong all the time. That's your personality. It's
I
having.
still think it's coming from a place of love, though. It's not. It's
It
not
doesn't
like
matter if it's
he's
coming
not
from a
trying-
place of. Listen,
but
we're not. I don't want to.
He's not trying to be a dick.
Can we just
we can
stop
cut this
fucking
too. We
having
can cut
this?
this too. Yeah.
But it's like it's
No,
not.
I mean, there's people that
Fat
like,
people are always in
also
their
are,
fields,
like,
man.
Care about you that listen to the show. I don't. It's like not.
The
I don't
show
understand
will never help me lose weight. The show is a fucking job. The only thing the show will do is get people to mock my weight. It's not going to be fucking helpful. It's fine. I don't give a fuck. But I have made a concerted effort. The last year of my life, I was getting my fucking shit together for real, and then I hurt my fucking foot. And the last year has been a fucking incredibly unstable year.
It's always one injury. There's always one injury with these fat people, huh? They're always like, oh my god, I hurt myself. And it's like, dude, shut the fuck up. Dude, you shut the fuck up. Just shut your fucking mouth. You shut the fuck up. Shut the
Hey, how you doing? This is Bam Margera, and this is do CUMTOWN and then have a mental breakdown, kill your wife. See what happens? We are doing a special late recording of the
Yes.
premium episode. We had pre-recorded it earlier in the week. Prior to all this, we felt that some of this stuff needed
We needed
special
the premium
attention.
subscribers to get a little extra.
Yeah,
To
Okay.
unpack
Some real
events.
in-the-moment events.
yeah.
How hilarious the podcast was, and how literally after doing CUMTOWN, less than 24 hours later,
yeah.
Bam Margera had relapsed.
Uh-huh.
I believe his wife left him. It seems
Yeah.
like. And he like fought his manager, canceled all his shows. So
Vinny
Why
also
is it not finding a match,
had
dude?
to call from his doctor.
What the fuck,
He
dude?
said he was HIV.
Dude, legalize
Oh,
being
yeah.
gay.
Yeah.
What the fuck, man?
Never even had sex.
All these Americans all confused.
You remember when you said?
Let's go ahead and be
You
gay.
remember when you said his girl was crazy because she had like 5 earrings?
Yes, we all remember the things we said.
Salute.
I
We
miss
can
him.
forget. Poor
We gotta
Vinny.
bring Vinny back.
Vinny does have to come back. He needs a redemption story.
That would be awesome.
Yeah,
I mean,
we can't destroy
easily-
this man.
Easily the most hated guest we've ever had on the show.
Yes, not even close.
There's that
Like-
girl. There's that girl that just
We-
like got on that train.
I don't think we even introduced
No.
him on the show.
You know,
It's
I'm
really
somewhat of
story.
a
And they were like, I gotta find out who this
myself.
guy is so I can hate him.
No. He's easily lowest approval rating.
Yeah, no,
it's
nobody,
not
no,
even-
yeah, nobody had a problem with Kelly.
No.
What does
Kelly,
that mean?
Kelly
Oh, it
was
means I'm
just
behind
showing
on
backlash.
What is-
child
what do you think
support
she-
payments. I'm not there for my kid.
She probably doesn't even listen.
She probably listened to 2 episodes. She's like, I would've done
Smoking
that show.
menthol cigarettes.
That was nice of her. You remember her snacks?
I don't remember her face.
I remember.
I
snacks,
kind of
though.
don't remember what she looked like.
Yeah.
I was saying things like, "It is what it is," and then just do the biggest piece of shit behavior, and just be like,
Oh, like you.
"It is
Yeah,
what it is." Like if someone just
More weed,
made that
monsieur?
shitty behavior, just like,
Okay,
oh,
KB,
well, that makes
all kind
sense.
bud.
The Nick.
That makes sense as to why you did that. All right, it is
I like
what it is.
Just
they
the
were
way-
gonna bring it back for a 3rd season.
They just make their own tools to do surgery.
That's right.
I would've
Yeah,
loved
to
it.
invent
I'm
surgery.
outside with
Ladies
all
and
my
gentlemen,
hitters.
Basically surgery.
My hitters, my hitters.
Oh yeah.
You're like,
My
I'm gonna try this out. I
hitters,
don't really
my
know if it's gonna go
hitters.
anywhere, but,
It was
we'll
like-
see.
My motherfucking hitters.
Well,
My
if-
hitters, my
I'll
hitters.
spend some more time workshopping.
Well, that was an Irish. It's fine. You know, it's like they just had training races.
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
they, like,
Yeah, right.
you would work your way up to get to be.
Yeah. Well, he was Chinese, so everything inside of there is backwards.
yeah.
All his
You don't
organs-
want to learn on a Chinese.
Yeah. Everything. It's like a left-hand side drive.
yeah. You might as well do surgery on a dolphin.
Yeah.
It won't help you with a white man.
Yeah. But I just love that they make their own tools and shit.
Mhm.
But yeah, how bad the surgery would get fucked up in that show is great. I mean, it opens with them performing that C-section, and then they kill the woman and then kill the baby, and then the doctor kills himself.
Hell yeah, I've never seen the show, but I'm in on
Yeah,
that.
that's the first episode.
We
It's
talk
just
about it
pretty good.
out of any show. We've probably talked about it like top 5.
I've
I
never
don't
seen
know
a
if I've
second
seen
of it.
My hitter, my hitter.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
My
I
motherfucking
think
hitter.
Reference on the podcast. I think
We have talked. There was a period where we talked about it like every episode.
We talked
Yeah.
about the Nick a lot?
Oh yeah. Maybe we don't anymore, but we used to.
I
Yeah.
don't remember anything.
Yeah. No, I don't remember. People will come up to me on a show and like say a sentence and be like,
Oh.
huh?
Yeah.
And
Oh,
it's
that
so-
happens to me, and then it's like, I'm like, I don't remember that. They're like, oh, you said it last week.
But anyway, the only good part of the CUMTOWN curse is that it appears to have left Gene DiNapoli unscathed. That's the only redeeming
Well,
thing.
time will tell.
Yeah, time will tell. We have a little insider info on that. But
Gene's great. You know what? That whole story arc of the whole
it
thing.
was beautiful, man.
Because like Bam Margera sort of represents what happens when an Italian doesn't just be Italian.
yes,
When you try to venture outside of being
To
Italian
skateboard,
into being goth,
goth, yes.
Yeah.
I mean, it might
Being
work out.
friends with a Swedish metal band.
Yeah, it
No
might work
way.
out for a little bit,
Yeah.
but eventually you're gonna do CUMTOWN.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's the House
is-
of Cards is
Yeah.
tumbling
Yeah,
down.
exactly. Whereas Gene was pure to himself
Pure,
the entire
dude. He's and the thing is, he's the three things
He's
every
the
man
three-
should
Yeah,
be.
right. He's got everything you want. For
Everything
New
you
York
want.
fans, Italian fans,
And he's Elvis.
And he's
and he's
Elvis.
out.
No joke. I have never told anyone to listen to the podcast. Every time anyone brings it up, I'm like,
Yeah, like, yeah,
don't
ignore
listen,
it."
it's bad.
I literally
But
have
I
been
tell-
recommending people.
Yes, I googled it, and there's someone has already
Yeah.
done thank you to whoever did that. Took the Gene DiNapoli segment, and I've sent it to like 8 of my friends.
Yeah.
I've been like, here is my podcast. Here's the best thing we've ever
Yeah,
done,
yeah.
and the best thing
really
we
felt
ever
that
will
way.
do.
I've legitimately been in like a 3-month depression, and the cobwebs just cleared out the second we met Gene.
Those 22 minutes with Gene DiNapoli were some of the most beautiful of my life.
It didn't. It felt like 5. That's how entertaining.
Yeah,
it was.
exactly. Yeah.
It just sort of went right by.
Oh, what a guy!
Yeah.
What a fucking guy!
Those stories. I mean, and then we.
I gotta figure out how to sharpen knives
the
better.
5 minutes we had with him after were even better.
Yeah. Which we can't. You don't. Even our beautiful premium subscribers.
How to
who
sharpen
love
knives
and are
better.
doing
How
bonus for.
To sharpen.
Well,
Those are for the.
there's some things we can say, like when he talked about him and his 3 old WAP friends, where he tried to convince them to start a podcast.
to start a
Yeah.
podcast. Yeah.
Yeah, and he's like,
He's like, what network you guys got?
Yeah.
We're like, we're not on a network. We're on the computer. He's like,
and all the money goes to the advertisers, and it's like, that's not even how advertising.
Yeah, we pay them.
Business
we write a check to
models.
fucking
One side,
fucking Mac Welded
Move it
every
over,
month.
one
Yeah.
side and
Thank
down.
you for letting us read your product
And
descriptions.
essentially what this is doing is just removing
No, but his friend
little
objected
bits
to it because nobody wants to hear
metal
that. Who
so
could
that you can
come
bring
stuff.
it back that
Yeah.
may have been
We
rolled,
say-
yeah,
chipped,
that's what he
anything
said.
like
Then he's
that.
like, then I meet you guys.
Yeah. Well, hopefully we change Gene's life.
Hopefully, Gene starts
Who
a
has
podcast.
been in the business 40 longer than we've
He's
been
been
alive.
an entertainer for 40
But
years.
Vinny deserves a second chance.
I
feel
haven't
bad.
really hit
I
the edge
feel
on one of
bad.
You think so? Should we bring him back
copy
on?
method, but for me,
Well,
I
apparently-
like to do
apparently
a couple
Bam, like,
passes exactly how
ripped
I
up
was
all
doing
his
it on
money
this
and
stone.
pissed all over.
You didn't get any
just
money?
on higher.
Yo, you didn't see that?
No.
No, Vinny posted on Facebook. He's like, crazy night. Bam covered me in glitter and then took
Oh,
all
yeah,
my
you
money
said
out of my
that.
Slightly
pocket
coming
and
up
ripped
at
it up
night,
and
again,
pissed
not
on
really
it.
focusing on this area because
And
we're
then-
good there.
And he's like,
And
we
then really
got.
trying to
And
get
then he
that.
closed it. He closed
Tip
it, but
is
like,
really the
guess what,
hardest part.
guys? The
Yeah,
man,
and it
the
kinda
But
man's
then
a
he-
legend.
he goes like, don't know how the journey got me here, but it's been crazy.
Still not
You
getting
know,
that very
the
tip.
legend Bam himself.
The Zen of Vinny Beetle.
Yeah.
There's this one video that might be taken down by now, but it's like Bam, like,
There we go.
I
got
better
the tip
see
that
my
time. So you can
fucking
see
wife
now
or
we
I'm
have
gonna
this
kill
nice
or some crazy
clean
shit.
line
And then he just like
from the
puts
Sharpie.
the camera
so that
to
means
Vinny
we're in
real
good
quick, and
shape,
he just
and now I can
like
feel
sticks
that
his tongue
burr
out and does
Yeah,
like
yeah,
a
yeah.
silly
all along
He
face.
does
from
the soy boy thing.
Yeah, yeah.
tones. A lot of people
It's
do it.
so wrong for
Yeah,
the
yeah,
tone
yeah,
of
yeah.
that video.
Oh,
Incredible, man.
Mm.
I love life. Honestly, this is the reason the podcast existed, and it's over now, guys.
Yeah.
It's
Enjoy
literally
the
It's the
downturn.
best thing that's ever happened to us, including
It was
going
fun enough.
halfway around the world.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck. Yeah, we got a
I don't
world
care
tour
at
going.
all
I mean, I was
about
expecting the band thing
all
to be
about
bad. I assumed
They're
they'd do
always
something
bad.
out of
If
it.
you
Yeah.
are
Yeah,
willing
they're always
to
bad with
try
it.
the
It's like,
experiment,
maybe
you
not
will
say
be able
anything
to
and
find
leave
it.
after 15
So I'm not-
minutes.
Yeah.
And I feel like for the most part it was pretty bad.
downplaying technique at all. Please understand that. But what I am saying that, in my personal opinion, what's even more important and what's even deeper than technique is your willingness. I will leave that there. You can extrapolate whatever you want from that little comment, but I will leave it there. Myth number 3 is you have to thin a knife at every sharpening. Oh, this drives me crazy. The whole topic of thinning a knife, I think it's one of the most over-debated.
This may sound like a joke, but this Tsuchihiki by Yu Kurosaki was in my trash. No joke. As you guys may have heard, a month ago, my studio was burglarized. I lost all my camera gear, recording gear, and a ton of knives. And so, yeah, I hate to relive that, but that's what happened. So over the last 4 weeks or so, I've been dealing with all of the logistics of getting my camera gear repurchased. If you guys want to hear all the details of the juicy details of all that, I'll post a video tomorrow, and I'll tell you guys about everything that's gone down over the last 4 weeks. But today, let's just... Hey guys, welcome back, Ricky here. One of my subscribers wrote me and asked me if it's possible to use only one stone and to get a razor edge from one stone without stropping on newspaper or any sort of stropping compound.
I will attempt to try that today. So I will just use my Trocera 800 here. This is my go-to medium grit stone. I have a Wurstoff Icon Classic chef knife that needs to get sharpened, so I'll just use this as my example. It's not very sharp. It's been used in the kitchen for, well, a few months now, but it's been a few months since I've sharpened this knife, and I just went through a quick sharpening of this knife on the glass 120, so it's prepped for sharpening, and so, but it's still not sharp at all because the burr is still folded over to one side of the knife. Okay, so
I'm just drinking honey.
Here, not very sharp at all. And so today I will sharpen this knife on this stone. So this is a semi-tutorial. I'll walk you guys through what I'm actually doing, and I will attempt to strop at the very end of the video without a newspaper, just with the stone itself, and to see how sharp I can get the edge. Alright, so this is my Trocera 800, which is also known as the professional, not even professional stone lineup now. The Trocera name has disappeared, but I still have one here in the shop. And the professional stone is the same thing, it's just a different name. It's a different branding that NWORDS is going for. Okay, so this is a splash and go. You can literally throw water on it and you can go. So no pre-soaking needed. This is one of my favorite stones in terms of the medium grit stone. And this has been a wonderful knife, so I really enjoyed using the Wurstoff Icon chef knife here. Okay, so being that this is a tutorial, I'll talk you guys through exactly what I'm doing. So in terms of getting a grip, this is the first thing that you guys need to know when you guys are holding or getting into freehand sharpening is how to hold the knife. So when you're sharpening the right side of the knife, so right side, left side, and well, this is the easier side to start on because it's just kind of the natural position to lay the knife down. And so I bring my thumb, my middle finger up to the choil or the neck of the knife, and I bring it to as highest point as far as I can go towards the blade. Okay. Then I let my thumb fall into. Then I bring my fingers around, light grip. I start a grip. Okay. Then I bring my thumb down to the edge, bottom edge here, so that I can pin the knife onto the stone and apply pressure to sharpen the bottom corner of this of the edge here. Then my index finger will just roll over to the top. Okay, so that's how I hold my knife when I'm sharpening the right side of the knife. And the left side will have a different grip, which we'll get to when we actually get to the left side of the sharpening portion. Okay, so in terms of my angle of approach, I always I count my sharpening by passes. So when I say pass, okay, so I mean starting with the front tip and working my way towards the back tip. That's when I complete the back tip. That's one pass. Okay, so that's one pass. That's two pass, and you'll see. I mean, this is exaggerated or kind of a fast-forwarded version. But so that's how I count my passes. In terms of my angle, I try to keep it relative to a 45-degree angle.
Crazy.
A little steeper if you want to. This is generally a little safer because it allows the knife to pass through the stone a little easier. If you go too close to perpendicular, this creates a lot of friction, and you're grinding away a lot of the knife at the same time. So that creates a little too much friction for beginners. Not recommended for people who are just getting into knives and freehand sharpening. So I recommend you going at least 45 degrees, and going slightly steeper is okay as well. Okay. And in terms of getting an angle, this is the thing that people talk about a lot of. I don't go by the 15-degree or 18-degree rule. A lot of people will throw these numbers out at you. I go by how the knife feels on the stone. Okay, so this is what I do. I bring the knife towards me. Okay, you can also go this way as well. Okay, so either way works. So I bring the knife towards me at a certain angle. Okay, so typically I find an angle that is roughly close to 15 degrees. Okay, and so you can lay the knife down if you want to, completely flat, with spine touching the stone, and lifting it up just a millimeter or two, and then bringing it towards you. Okay, and what I do now is I lean the stone. I lean the spine onto the stone or towards the stone, and whenever I feel the friction being too loose, I back off a little bit, and that tells me my proper sharpening angle. Okay, because what's happening is if your knife loses traction, basically you're on
the bevel of the knife, and you don't want that. You want to be on the primary sharpening angle, the primary sharpening bevel, not the secondary bevel. Okay, and so you want to be as close to the original factory angle as possible. And so this is the easiest way I've found to find that angle. So you can just go from top to bottom, and knives you would just start moving the knife, and I would bring the spine of the knife toward the stone. So you lay the knife to develop a burr. Okay. I can release all pressure. So I only push down going up. And I reverse it when the knife is this way. So when it's this way, I push when the knife is going towards me. This is called an edge trailing stroke. This is an right position. And so I make a habit of making sure that I get the bottom edge of the knife. Able to sharpen. Right, so it's a little different than the right side, because on the right side you have your fingers also still in addition to that. Okay. And oh yes, so again, just a quick reminder, in terms of pressure, when your knife is when the blade, the cutting edge is
Woo! That sounds so nice. Just listen real carefully. Oh. Oh. It is effortless. Let's go this way. Do them as soon as I can. So this is of wear on the knife. I had to do it quick, so I'm actually short on time. So you can see here, knife is not cutting anything. Alright, so very dull knife. So this will be a sharpening session for myself, but also a tutorial for you, and I'll walk you guys through exactly what I'm doing. So let's go. Okay, that's 2 pass. Now what I'm doing thing is moving. Good thing to. And the moment where I feel my knife slip, I back off a hair. That's my sharpening angle. When you feel the knife slip, that's basically you being choosing 2, 3, and then walk.
All right, walk.
Till it gets to the end. And basically I do that until I develop a burr on the left side. Now I'm also checking the right side a little bit because I did damage the edge quite a bit on the brick, and I just want to see how the knife is holding up on the right side. It's not always necessary, but it's a good thing to do when you have a very dull knife like what this knife is right now.
Go sharpen my knife after this. Not my new one. New one's fucking so sharp. What the fuck? Oh my god.
Now for a quick tip, this tip here is in very good condition, but if you had a knife where the tip is either maybe a minor chip or you need to correct it with tip somehow, I would basically just go on the edge of the stone, along the edge and the sides for tip work. So that way you get to wear the stone out much more evenly, doing it that way.
I want to go sharpen my knife. I'm gonna go spend like 20-30 minutes just sharp, because I can't get this knife sharp. I gotta figure it out. Like some parts are really sharp and some parts just aren't sharp at all. It's really bothersome.
So right now, some of you guys may be thinking, what is the angle he's sharpening at? I never instruct on angles. If you have
Oh my
a cheaper
God, I
angle,
can
I'm guessing
see
sharpening probably between somewhere
bad
between 13
sharpening
and
right here.
15 degrees. The way I find my angles is I've done it in a number of videos, but you guys want to see exactly how. Basically, I get my knife onto the stone. You can go at the heel if you want, or tip. Either way is fine. And I drag my knife from the top of the stone down, and I lean the knife into the stone.
Oh my god,
And
I'm
the
just
moment
not
where I
even
feel
try.
the
Alright,
knife
I'm gonna
slip,
go fucking sharpen my
I'm
knife.
taking it
I'll see you later. That was fun.
When you feel the knife slip, that's basically you being on the shoulder of the knife. You don't want that, because when you do that,